Welcome, faculty, Life Pacific University. I'm Daniel Duarte. I'm Vice President of Academic Affairs, and I want to give you a few tips for this upcoming fall 2021, especially you, if you're teaching on our on-campus traditional program. I want to make sure you're equipped and you're prepared for our fall. So as you come into the classrooms, you are going to see in all of our classrooms our sanitizing stations. Just make sure that you point that out to the students. That is something that we want to make sure they are washing their hands, being sanitized, and make sure COVID, as you know, it's still something that we need to be careful with. Make sure you wear your mask as you come in. For all of our in-person classes, we need to have masks inside the classroom at all times. The only exception is for you as a professor. If you want to walk with me to this area right here, this is your station where you have all the technology. We have the new OWL cameras that I'm going to show you how to use in just a few minutes. As a professor, you are the only one that once you come all the way to this area, you can remove your mask and be able to give the class. If you have to walk around the classroom, if you have to talk to a student, if you have to approach a student and be in a close proximity, make sure you wear your mask again. The only moment where you are able to take off your mask is when you are presenting, teaching, and you are at a distance from the students. When you come into the classroom, make sure all of your students are wearing masks. This is not something that is only for LPU. This is something that we need to do as part of our commitments to higher education guidelines and protocols for COVID-19. So if you see that a student is not wearing a mask, especially the first week of class, you need to send them to my office in the academic building, and we are going to have a conversation with the student regarding the importance and why we need to wear masks this semester as we have in-person classes. Okay, so let me share a little bit about you. This semester is going to be very different. If you've taught for us before, it's going to be a little bit of a hybrid because of COVID. We haven't really fully moved into the normal semester. We're still dealing with some COVID protocols and some COVID policies. We might have some students that get COVID. So, and we have some students that have very few, but we have some students that have requested to be synchronous for safety reasons, and for different personal reasons. We've limited that as much as possible. You're still going to have some students joining the class this fall through Zoom. So you have to, as part of your adjunct contract, you can have a Zoom account, and you can send us the bill of the $14, $15 per month. LPU is going to cover that for the time where you're teaching for the semester, for the fall. And you can actually connect with your login in the classroom computer, and our OWL cameras are actually connected. If you let me show you a little bit, you're going to have some students joining through Zoom. You guys are going to have most of the class coming in person. If a student gets COVID during the semester, they might have to be isolated or quarantined, and they're going to have to connect through Zoom. So that's why this is so key for this semester, because we don't know how the semester is going to go. We might have students, we might have outbreaks, and we need to be prepared. We don't want the students to miss any class, so we need this. So you're going to need a Zoom account. If you don't know how to log into a computer, you log in with your own LPU email address. And if you don't have the password for these computers, you can always reach out to IT at lifepacific.edu or to the academic office, and we can help you get that settled. So once you come, you can log into your account here in the classroom computer. You log into your Zoom account, and you make sure you create a class session on Zoom for your class. And make sure you give that to the students, because the students are going to need, the students that are not going to come to class, they're going to need that Zoom login to be able to join your class during that time. So make sure you come. The first thing you should do, make sure you have your meeting schedule for the class. Make sure you come to the classroom and set up your computer and open the Zoom account and open the meeting, so that way the students can start logging in. And the students, even through Zoom, they're going to be able to, if you have a classroom activity, if you have some kind of group activity, you can actually do breakout groups through Zoom and have the online students, the virtual students, do some work together while the in-person students are meeting and doing some work. Virtual students can even present. If you have a class presentation, they can actually present, and their face is going to show in the projection, and they're going to be able to speak to the class and do the presentation through Zoom. If that's what's scheduled in your course outline, and they can't be in person. For students in person, the only reason that you would allow them to not be here is if the academic office confirms the student is actually have been approved to be doing this virtually. So we don't want students just emailing you and saying, "Oh, professor, I'm just going to be virtual this week." No, that's not how it works. They have to actually, we have a health and wellness center. So if they have symptoms, or if they feel they have COVID, they have to go through a process through our wellness center. And the wellness center is going to communicate every week to the academic office which are the students that are going to need this Zoom technology for the week, or for the 10 days that they might need to isolate or quarantine. So that is it. I just want you to be equipped. Make sure you turn in all your outlines for this fall. If you have a Zoom link that you want to add to your outline, add it there. We're going to be sending you an email with more specific guidelines for COVID and for the classroom activities and the classroom experience that we want students to have. But one thing I want to say is make sure you really bless our students. Make sure you have a good time this semester. It's been a very difficult time for almost 2 years, a year and a half. And we are celebrating this. Our students are coming back. You are coming back. This is something good. This is something to celebrate, please. We still have to follow some protocols, but this is something good. And we just want to be cautious. We want the safety for our students and our faculty, and we want to have a blessed fall 2021. So we're praying for you. We're going to have some more trainings on the technology, in-depth training, but this is a quick tips and updates about our academics this fall. God bless you.